The light hotspot rollout took place last week and the migration was successful, but the network performance began to suffer more than expected right out of the gate. There were countless reports of flatlined miners, including my own 3, but they did begin to pick up some rewards in the following days. The earnings were scattered and did not amount to what I was earning pre-migration, but this type of turbulence was communicated from the developers pre-launch and was expected to last a few days. However, as time went on, the proof of coverage rate began to degrade faster and faster. This led the team to establish 2 thresholds that, if met, a rollback of the light hotspot update would take place. We did not meet the criteria for a rollback this morning, but there is still a lot of uncertainty and work to be done from the developers to get the network operating as expected. Let's take a look at the details in today's video. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. Today's video, we are going to be discussing the very close call with a light hotspot migration rollback. There were 2 criteria established by the developers last night that, if met, there would have been a rollback this morning. We did, in fact, not meet both of those thresholds, so there was no rollback this morning. However, there is still serious issues with the proof of coverage receipt rate here on the network, and the developers are working endlessly to try and solve this. Now, of course, this comes amidst absolute chaos here with regards to equity markets, crypto markets, and of course, the price here of HNT currently below $9, spiking as low as $6.60 here. That is a drawdown of 88% from the all-time highs, guys. This are critical times here for HNT, for Helium, for the network, and this bad news is only going to accelerate this downtrend. However, as we will discuss, it seems like there is a lot of work being done and all of the resources are being dedicated to solving this proof of coverage receipt issue, which should increase earnings and proof of coverage rates here on the network, and there looks like there might not be any rollback at all. Now, currently, Helium is in its worst ranking in a long time that we've seen here on the channel. The worst that we have seen in the past few weeks was at rank number 55, currently at number 57. Of course, the crypto markets, paired with the turbulence we are experiencing post rollout here, is not helping the price of HNT or the sentiment here with the network. However, guys, if you have been following the channel and you believe in the network and you understand this time that we are going through here in crypto markets, equity markets, and all the rest, and you want to be a part of the Helium network for the long haul, Minted is having a flash drop for US miners tomorrow. There is a limited amount of gold spot and black spot miners that will be dropping tomorrow, 8 a.m. PDT. Now, guys, if you think long term, think into the future when the price of HNT starts to approach all-time highs and everyone says it's already too late to jump in to Helium mining. This is the time to buy. These miners do ship right away, and you can get your hotspot set up and optimized prior to this new rally that will inevitably come. Now, guys, to get back to the light hotspot transition, potential rollback, and to the degrading proof of coverage rate, we have to rewind to about midday yesterday when Coaxial here provided this light hotspot transition update. Now, this update did highlight the importance of this light hotspot transition and how it was always meant to be a ramp up. They then highlighted the difficulty in this migration and how they were not that active in the blockchain thread here in the Discord. They began to say that they wanted to really focus on problem solving and looking at the error logs as they came up. And of course, they mentioned shooting a moving target blindly can yield catastrophic results like a chain halt, versus looking at it with evidence, a critical mind, and thoughtfulness. They, of course, stress down further here that since the light hotspot transition, there has been 0 interruptions to device packet transfers, and the blockchain continued moving. The network is very much alive. Now, just shortly after that is when it begins to get rather messy. Of course, the validator update is what really triggered this proof of coverage degradation. Now, they needed all of the validators to update to 1.10.8 in order for there to be an improvement in the proof of coverage and rewards. Now, of course, this does take time for these validators to perform this update and these validators are also operated independently. They then provided this graph which illustrated the degradation and the decreasing in the proof of coverage rate as validators went offline to make these updates. Now they provided another update which basically said they need more time for more validators to get upgraded so that the proof of coverage rate can increase. They did highlight some of the specific times in which it takes for these validators to update, and then it starts to get very interesting. This is when they really drew the line in the sand and said we have a problem, but if we do not meet these two established criteria, we will not do anything and we will not make the rollback. We will just simply work on improving the network as it is. Now, of course, they highlight we're hopeful that this is the case for slow improvements. About 30% are not upgraded or online, but we are prepared to issue a light hotspot rollback tomorrow morning, Tuesday, May 17th, 2022 at 9 a.m. That is this morning, and we did not experience that rollback. The two criteria that were not met are down below. They needed more than 90% of validators upgraded, and proof of coverage receipts per block is still consistently below 100 receipts. Now, if we look here at the chart, this was the one from a few hours prior. The 100 line is just up here, and as you can see, we were below it for a long time. These are hours down here on the x-axis. Now, they mentioned if there was a rollback, hotspots will challenge again. All hotspots are still syncing to the blockchain, and there are consistent snapshots being produced to help those that are out of sync. Validators will continue performing consensus group duties and will no longer create the challenges. We will continue our investigation on testnet and will reattempt activation at another time. Now, as you can see, a few hours later, trending upward, and here we go. This is the proof of coverage data chart where we do breach the 100 threshold that was made just a few hours prior, which is very good. And as you can see, things are improving still. Our average receipts per block is now 109, which is above the 100 threshold. And this morning, they confirmed there will not be this rollout here in this update. And they said the core team is working on 4 things. Chase down the bug we saw on testnet. If there is a fix, there's going to be a new release. Understand why sometimes receipts come in out of order, and if it affects performance. If it does, fix it. 3, performance improvements to validator heartbeats and receipts. 4, consider increasing the challenges per block rate from 700. There will be a separate announcement if this happens. No action required from hotspots makers or validators at this time. Devs are investigating the bug in the blockchain. Now, after that, the most recent update we have here is in the blockchain thread where Amir himself is working with Coax, discussing the pattern that we are now seeing here in the proof of coverage rate. And as you can see, we did establish a proof of coverage rate above 100, which is this line here. However, this pattern began to form, and we do not know, or it appears that nobody really knows why that's happening or what it means. And of course, I do not suspect that it is very good, but as you can see, they are discussing it here. Amir references it as the tooth is back. But of course, over here, this was looking rather good, but the spikes did persist as time went on, and we can see these teeth here are now part of what the team is investigating along with Amir. Well, guys, I know that was a lot of information. I wanted to bring you guys through that to see what is going on. But the good news is there was no rollback, which is a very good thing. However, we still need to fix this proof of coverage rate issue, and these bugs do need to be addressed. Guys, let me know your thoughts and concerns below. As I mentioned, my miners are not performing extraordinarily well right now, but that is expected going through this very large migration to the light hotspots. I hope there is no rollback. I hope they are able to fix this. Let me know what you guys think, but I hope you guys found some of this helpful. Let me know any of your questions down below, and don't forget there is a discount down below for the minted drop that is happening tomorrow. If you guys want to get ahead of the tidal wave of people that will be ordering miners once markets and HNT begin to recover over the coming months. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please hit that like and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest Helium and HNT news and analysis. But just like that, this video is over, and I will see you next time.